Hey Green Pod, I hope you are having a great week. I know a lot of you are probably either at home or kind of stuck in a house somewhere, and so I wanted to talk to you about a plant that is probably growing in your own backyard right now. It is one of my favorites, but it is super common, especially in the spring, and it is delicious. So I thought that you would really enjoy looking for it in your own backyard. I am actually not in my own backyard right now. I'm in my neighbor's yard because they knocked the house down and then just left this beautiful field of plants here to grow up happily and undisturbed by things like houses. So anyway, without further ado, let's talk about wood sorrel. Now I know that probably some of you, I know Mika and Isra, we talked about this last year, but I want to make sure that everyone gets to know about it because it is so good and everyone should know. This is it. Wood sorrel. I think the best way to identify it is that it's got 3 heart-shaped leaves. It tends to kind of grow in a bunch, and if you catch it at the right time of year, it has yellow flowers, but we'll talk about that in a second. When you're discussing any plant that you want to eat, I have to remind you that you never eat anything unless you are 100% sure what it is. Or you are talking to someone you trust who 100% knows what it is. So the other thing you need to think about when you're identifying a plant is potential lookalikes. Now I think, and I don't know if you agree with me, that what this looks most like is clover. So I wanted to find clover to show you the differences, but I actually couldn't find any. I walked around my whole neighborhood and I didn't see any. Whenever I saw something that I thought was clover, it was either wood sorrel or the lookalike that we are going to talk about today, which is, where'd it go? It looks so much alike, I can't even find it. No, that's not true. I know the difference. Okay, here it is. This is black medic. And the reason I consider this to be a pretty good look-alike is, for one thing, they tend to grow in the same area. I will show you here on the ground right where I am. They're actually growing right next to each other, kind of overlapping and intertwining. Also, they have 3 leaves, as you can see. And they also have yellow flowers. Both black medic and wood sorrel have yellow flowers. They don't obviously have them all the time, but when they have flowers, they're both yellow. Let me see if I can pick some up here. Okay, here's some wood sorrel with flowers. Yellow flower. And here's our black medic. Can you see that yellow flower? It's pretty tiny, it's right there. But it's a little yellow flower. So what are the differences? How can you tell them apart? Well, when they don't have any flowers and they're just being nice normal plants, I think the best way to tell them apart is that black medic's leaves, even though they're in 3, let me find a good example here. Even though they're in 3, they are not heart-shaped. If you're looking really closely, they've got some pretty strong veins in them, but that's like getting out your magnifying glass kind of stuff. So I think what is most obvious is your wood sorrel has heart-shaped leaves and your black medic does not. They're both tiny, they both have 3 leaves. These are kind of oblong and these are heart-shaped. Very nice. Also, what's great is that as they get older, there are definitely some differences between them. So if you can find them when they're further along, this is black medic. It's gotten really long and kind of viney. And as you can see, it gets burrs on it. I think these are going to get really hard later in the spring. And you're going to step on them when you're running around outside and you're going to be like, ah, it's terrible. But for now, they're just kind of some nice fluffy green burrs. And wood sorrel, once the flowers go to seeds, get these kind of okra-shaped pods. So let me hold these apart. Black medic gets these strange burrs on them. And wood sorrel gets these nice pods. Still have heart-shaped leaves, but now they have pods, which are actually also, they're even more lemony. They're really delicious. You can eat any part of wood sorrel, or I should say any above ground part. I don't know about the roots. I don't think you'd want to, but I wouldn't do it because I don't know. But the leaves are edible. No. The flowers are edible. The pods are edible. They're delicious. It tastes like lemon. It's so nice. So if you are looking to be identifying them and you want to send me a picture of what you find and tell me what you think is black medic and what you think is wood sorrel, I would love to see them. If you find clover, I would also love to see that. And maybe then we can talk about the differences between them. But anyway, I said I was going to show you them growing together on the ground, so let me grab this. Here they are together on the ground. Here's the wood sorrel, and there is the black medic. They're right next to each other. They're like having a party. Anyway, so yeah, don't eat the black medic. Do eat the wood sorrel. Once you know what it is, I think you will really enjoy it. I know I do. And there's so much of it out right now. Could like have a wood sorrel party. So I think that's it. If you have any questions, let me know. If you want to send me pictures, let me know. So until next time, bye, and have fun looking for plants.